The Instructional Systems Theory and its Impact on Emergency Management Training. An oral presentation by Katie Cundy. What is the Instructional Systems Theory? This is a systematic process which instructional materials are designed, developed, and delivered. Instructional Systems Theory is responsible for developing training provisions. It is as well a process and approach used to deliver information. Instruction systems provide a method that, if followed, will ease the transfer of information and attitude to the recipient. It is a formalized process for developing training procedures for emergency responders. It is important to make sure responders are properly equipped with knowledge that they need to succeed in an emergency. It stems from the concept of instructional design systems, or method. In the instructional design method, it is important that the needs of the learner be considered. Then construction must be defined. Lastly, create a way to assist the issue. How can we use it? We use these methods so that knowledge can be transferred to those who need it. For instance, schools will conduct fire drills early on in the year to prepare you for if a fire occurs. Communication is vital in the case of an emergency. It is very important to train management accurate communication methods. In the case of the fire drill, students must learn to communicate skills to prepare them for an emergency. Also, having an emergency plan is key to being prepared in the event of a disaster. The ADDIE model. The ADDIE model is a guideline that instructional designers and training developers use for effective training in 5 phases. These phases are analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. This is a diagram of the ADDIE model, and it has 5 steps. What is emergency management training? This is an exercise or task that is created in order to improve upon a specific task. FEMA's definition is the managerial function charged with creating the framework within which communities reduce vulnerability to hazards and cope with disasters. Its main goal is to promote secure as well as less vulnerable communities. Emergency management protects communities by developing a plan and all activities required to prepare for and respond to a disaster, whether it be an act of terrorism, man-made disaster, or even a natural disaster. So how does the instructional systems theory impact emergency management training? Emergency management use the instructional design theory as a training method for disasters. Therefore, if we review and understand the instructional systems theory operations, then the emergency management operations will be prepared to take on the disaster. The ADDIE model is applied in emergency management training to teach the trainees proper steps to follow during emergencies and disasters. This model helps save time and assets by fixing problems while they are still in the early stages of development. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day.